God, that hit me in the ear. Hey, what's up you guys, it's MCLegoboy here with 75168 Yoda's Jedi Starfighter. 262 pieces of Lego Star Wars Clone Wars awesomeness. Although kinda not Clone Wars, but totally Clone Wars. Oh my gosh, they actually made it. I am so excited. Like, this set, if it disappoints me, man, I'm gonna be so disappointed. But man, like, I was so happy to see that Yoda had a Starfighter in the Clone Wars, and if you don't know about it, like, Star Wars The Lost Missions originally aired on Netflix. I've heard a rumor that Clone Wars is leaving Netflix. I have a feeling that that's Disney's doing of like, oh, like all the other channels, they're like, no, we're not going to put anything on Netflix anymore. We're going to make our own apps and people have to pay for those. And I was like, well, you know what? I don't really care. I already saw them anyway. Also, they put out a Blu-ray of The Lost Missions anyway. I don't call it Season 6. It is The Lost Missions. And, you know, yeah, I don't care. So really, I kind of wish that these minifigures were the old Clone Wars versions, because that's the only time we ever saw the set, and I don't know, like, if all these details were necessarily in there. That might have actually been a hexagon version of the Republic Cog, not the octagon version. So, you know. But yeah, I'm, like, super hyped, because this was, like, my... it was so great to see that Yoda had a Starfighter. I'm glad that we never really saw it happen in action. But, you know, just the fact that he had one, like, you know, it makes me wonder. It's like, oh man, what did he ever do with it? So, and I said to myself, like, if they ever made this into a set, I would totally get it. Now, this thing is going to be terribly out of scale with the other Jedi Starfighters, but I have a feeling it's going to be more in scale with Yoda and R2-D2, and the reason why is because Yoda and R2-D2 are already out of scale in compared to all the other minifigures. Yoda is like a size and a half to 2 times the size he's actually supposed to be compared to other characters, if you were to, like, compare minifigures, and same with R2-D2. So anyway, let's build it, and if there's something wrong with it, like the instructions are all mangled up, you'll see it. Well, could be better, but it could also be a whole lot worse, and I can deal with this better than I can when it's like bleh. Stickers kind of curved but not creased, so that's good. And there's only 6 stickers, it appears, so meh. What the heck is that gonna be used for? What is this giant red axle gonna be used for? I have no idea. So yeah, 1, 2, and 3, and it looks like R2-D2's in this bag and Yoda's in this bag, so you know. So anyway, now we will get on with the review. Alright, so here we are with the final model, and it's not perfect, but it's still pretty good. I like it. So, I don't know. I guess we just kind of get into it. So, here we go. Get the minifigures out if we can. It's like a loose tooth. You just gotta wiggle it a little bit. And I guess we can get rid of this for now, and we'll close that up because it's easier to deal with like this. Alright, so here we have R2-D2 in his updated version. I actually have not gotten this yet. I have not gotten the dark blue version, and I totally forgot to bring out things to compare with. So we're gonna do a jump cut. Alright, I have my things now. So here is technically the latest version that I have. This is from 2012. And it came with Anakin's Jedi Interceptor. You compare that to this version, of R2-D2. And it looks very similar, but there are notable differences, mainly in the fact that this print looks way out of date now. So, yeah, like, there's a lot of detail packed in there. But personally, I would have loved to have seen this version. This is the only version of Clone Wars R2-D2, and it came in the Y-Wing Starfighter. Now, they could have done a better job with this, but you know what? I don't care. Still no back printing. Kind of a disappointment, I gotta say. So, yeah, the dark blue looks a little strange, actually. But, you know. And really, the only reason why I didn't bring my 2009 misprint with the more silver-colored dome actually matches more this color than this color, but it has this print design on it, is because I'm actually going to compare the Starfighter itself later. So yeah, there's that's R2. There we go. Now we get on to Yoda. Yoda is the same version as what came out in the 2013 Yoda and Count Dooku dual set, or whatever, like dual on Geonosis was what it called. I really kind of wanted to get that set, but at the same time I never did, and I honestly never really needed to, and I didn't like the design of Yoda, and I'm still kind of apprehensive to this design of Yoda. I much would have rather preferred the original Yoda head design, which of course I didn't pick up a older Yoda. To get it, I would have to crawl back underneath the table in my room, and I need to get rid of that, actually. So, but yeah, you got some back printing there. Version I would have preferred to have seen is actually this version. Now, with that being said, though, they did slightly update the model in the show to where his ears were slightly smaller, not much, just a little bit. And his hair was actually more smooth. None of this crazy, like, flicking back and stuff like that. So, I feel like sand green would have been a better pick for Yoda, maybe. Especially since, like, there is no depiction of Yoda as being this kind of olive green color. When you look at the foam puppet from episode 5, he is a sand green color. If you look at the movies and in the prequels, he does match this color a little bit more, but I don't know. I still kind of prefer sand green over all of that. He does come with a lightsaber, except this lightsaber is a 4-length rod bar. Luckily, I had the intuition to buy 3-length bars off of Bricklink for other purposes. I don't remember why. I think it was just to replace all the other smaller blades on my Yodas and Evan Peel. And it looks so much better. Oh my gosh. Like, this actually matches with Yoda in terms of just, like, the size of his blade normally. And, like, it looks so much better. So, yeah, not part of the set. Try and get yourself a 3-length long transparent green bar. So, yeah. And this is transparent bright green, alright? I would kind of wish that there was a neon green one, just so that I could give one to Ahsoka. That way she had, like, one that was a little darker and a little lighter. So, but whatever. It works. And sadly, there's no good place to really store the lightsaber. I mean, yeah. No, there's nowhere. Yeah, there's nowhere. You would really kind of have to find a way to store it inside of here. I mean, I guess you could, like, throw the lightsaber there. If we get this one, you can throw Yoda inside of there. Unfortunately, no control panels. And I guess you could, like, fit that across. that would stay in place pretty well. Looks weird, but it'll do the job for you. Whoa. And of course, 3-length bar. Throw that in there like that. You just kind of friction it in place. That actually might be a little less stable because it doesn't span the entire width of the area inside the cockpit. But if we do that, that works. Ooh, would this work? I don't know, I've never tried this before. No. And you can't fit it behind his head. But if they had given you a 3-length bar, you could definitely do that. See, this is why they need to start introducing the 3-length bar for lightsabers for smaller characters. So, yeah. So what can this model do? Well, you've already seen it a few times now. This opens up, but then this has to open up so you can get to access to Yoda inside. Wow, that's like kind of doing something funky. There we go. And, yeah, whatever. It's not too important that he has this, so. I also kind of would have preferred if he had a cane, but whatever. Because Yoda's always depicted with a cane, and now that we have the 3-length bars, he looks pretty good with the 3-length long brown rod for a cane. But yeah, these open up, and this is pretty much all the model does. You've also got the spring-launched missiles here that can accidentally fire if you don't do it properly. In a sticker control... Whoa! Stickers there, stickers there. There was... yes. These 2 stickers here. That's coming apart. And then sticker and sticker. Now, let's talk about these 2 stickers. These 2 stickers, they're Yoda symbols. When you look on here, and you look in the instructions, they tell you to apply them differently. I found this image from the episode guide on StarWars.com. That's how they are. Now, this one is actually supposed to mirror this one in terms of that, and there's also supposed to be 2 more on the bottom here. But that is what you want to do. Basically, you want to make sure that this little pear bean looking thing is in between the 2 stud areas. Like just straight in the middle, and you're set to go. So don't follow what the instructions say, alright? Don't always follow what the instructions say when it comes to stickers. When it comes to stickers, unless it's Lego's original property, always check to see if the stickers line up properly. I had a big problem with the 2008 gunship. They told me to put on stickers. They told me to put them on like upside down or something like that. And they were the big ones that went on the wedges that were like 8 by 10 wedges or something like that. Or whatever they were, like 6 by 8 wedges. Yeah, no, those are bad. Like, don't. Don't always follow what they say in the instructions when it comes to stickers of licensed properties. So, yeah. When it comes to opening up the wings, again, super simple, and they're nice friction-based. Not always the sturdiest when I had my transparent bricks here underneath. This one would sag a little bit and stuff like that, but basically what I've been gauging it off of is if you can get it lined up to where there is an implied line that goes straight from the curve here to there, it's good. Sorry, going for that seamless transition, not sure how well that worked. Caught my eye for the last second. Normally I look through the camera just to make sure everything's in frame. And the 10-minute mark was catching up on me. So yeah. It's a little gappy. This might be a little long. Minifigures are just slightly out of scale, but they're not too bad if you base it off of the picture that I showed earlier, and I'll show it again right now. So pretty close to being accurate for these guys. This is the latest version that I have of a Starfighter of kind of the same class as Yoda's. It is insanely out of scale for a regular minifigure. Let's just grab a regular minifig me set of Star Wars minifigure me, which I can't find. Like, if you remember back in episode 3 when Anakin and Obi-Wan jump out of this thing, I mean, in actuality, like, if you compare the height here to that, no, they're supposed to be more like that tall compared. So these things are grossly out of scale. Although R2-D2 might be appropriate. And they've got the wings where they open up like this. That one's missing because it's broken. Actually, most of these are broken. I'm trying to fix them. But, you know. And opens up like that. Okay, wait. Let's see that picture again. Yeah, see, and the printing on here is based more on a TIE fighter instead of what we actually have, where it's supposed to be an octagon with its sides parallel with the ground. This one, the corners are parallel with the ground, so yeah. But other than that, I mean, I think this is a pretty solid model. Oh, jeez. God, that hit me in the ear. Oh, jeez. In a sticker control. Whoa! What does this thing say? Does it say, like, don't shoot people in the face, right? Yeah, see, right there. Like, don't shoot people in the face, you guys. I can't even find it now. I will find it later, but yeah, dangerous. I'm just gonna get that one, just put it there for now. Jeez. So, you know, dangerous set, alright. Considering the price per piece, you get some cool pieces in here as well as like these inverted 1x2 slopes in there. And a bunch of these 1x2 regular kind of slopey bits. Let's wiggle Yoda out of there. Let's get his lightsaber back out and put it together like it's supposed to be. So yeah, there we go. And the pieces, there were 262 pieces, right? Where'd the box go? Yes, 262 pieces. I have great memory. It's only $24.99. That's a pretty good price per piece for a licensed set. So, and this is one of those things that we're never going to see Yoda flying around in a ship like this again. So, I definitely think it's worth picking up. And it's another small set that Yoda's in. Yeah, like Yoda actually comes in fairly small sets compared to some other minifigures, and he's a pretty popular character. You would think that maybe he might show up in a fairly expensive set, but from my knowledge, he's pretty much appeared in sets that are $50 or less, which is pretty decent. And this $50 set is probably not too high compared to characters that appear only once in like a $150 set or something like that. So, and Yoda's appeared a bunch, so, and like different variants of Yoda as well. So, yeah, I think that is all there is to say about this set. So, really, it's based off of, do you know what this is based off of? It's from Star Wars Clone Wars' last 3 episodes, if you don't count the story reels. And did you like it? That's really what it comes down to. It's like how important is to have this Starfighter in your Starfighter collection. So yeah, this has been MCLegoboy with 75168 Yoda's Jedi Starfighter. See you guys.